Then I'm going to play Wrath of God.
Now I'm gonna Plarg, but I'm not gonna do anything. I don't have any mana.
I'm going to sack Safi so that when Niv Mizzet goes to the graveyard, it comes back. And
See,
then
look at that tempo swing. So good.
Does that trigger the reveal again?
It sure does. Let's
I do.
See, let's see what happens this time.
That's so good.
Hello there, I'm Carlos, and this is Kingdoms, where all your nerdy dreams come true. In today's episode of Kingdoms and Friends, we have Sage, or Staff of Sage, Keith, or Cthulhu Cards, and Ben from Second Dinner. Before we jump into our game today, I have a couple things for you. First off, thank you to anyone that has followed us across our socials. We reached some big goals by having over 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube, over 1,000 followers on Twitch, and over 100 members in our Patreon. Your support across all of these really means a lot to me. I hope you know that. To express my gratitude, we are going to have a celebration event on May 21st where we will have an all-day stream, giveaways, pies and faces, Jackbox games, and a bunch more. I hope to see you there. If you want to support us and become part of the Kingdom, check us out on Patreon. You get access to our private Discord where we have monthly game days, and we are starting a budget EDH league very soon too. Learn more at patreon.com/KingdomsTV. Lastly, when you are buying singles online, consider checking out our LGS game grid. They have a great assortment of singles and accessories, and if you use our link and the code KINGDOMS1 at checkout, you get 10% off your order. Our first guest today is Staff of Sage. Sage is a professional storyteller, D&D and Magic the Gathering creator, and overall awesome person. They stream weekly on the Venture Maidens Twitch channel, and they are also part of the Mind Sculptors and regular guest on Mental Misplay. Check them out at Staff of Sage across the socials. Second, we have Cthulhu Cards. Keith is one of my favorite MTG artisans as they take Magic the Gathering cards and sculpt them into a 3D version that will blow your mind. Their work is in such high demand that they are not taking any commissions right now, but you can find out when they are by joining their Discord or Patreon. Find them across the socials at Cthulhu Cards. Last but definitely not least, we have Ben Brode from Second Dinner. Ben is well known for his time at Blizzard as the director of Hearthstone, but now is following his dreams and building games the way he wants over at Second Dinner. They are working on a Marvel video game right now that you can find out more about at Second Dinner, and you can follow Ben directly at bbrode. Alright, let's check out our commanders and starting hands for our game today. Going first, we have Sage playing Marath, Will of the Wild, with the starting hand of High Market, Celestia Sanctuary, Spectre Seeding, Temple of Plenty, Goldvein Pick, Helm of the Gods, and Siona, Captain of Pyleus. I am going second playing Feather the Redeemed, with a starting hand of a Mountain, Serigi Glacier, a Crowan Crusader, Dreadhorde Arcanist, Blarg Dean of Chaos, Tilonali's Summoner, and Mavinda Student's Advocate. Third, we have Keith playing Admiral Beckett Brass, with a starting hand of an Island, a Mountain, Arcane Signet, Mistblade Nishobi, Nashi Moon Sage's Scion, Yuriko the Tiger Shadow, and Molten Echoes. Fourth, we have Ben playing Eskia, God of the Tree, with a starting hand of a Misty Rainforest, Watery Grave, Zagoth Triumph, Animate Dead, Brina the Demagogue, Wrath of God, and Niv Mizzet Reborn. With that, let's play some Magic.
Any pre-games?
No
You
pre-games.
just saw that ley line with the void.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were asking like if we're going to take like supplements or something. Like,
Pre-workouts, yeah.
yeah, all right.
Yeah.
We'll just play a Temple of Plenty, Scry 1, and pass the turn.
Draw for turn. I'm going to play a tapped Seregi Glacier and pass the turn.
There we go. I will actually start my turn this time and just play Mountain and go.
Whew, I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to play a Zagoth Triumph and pass the turn.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Play a Spectator Seeding. We'll tap that for a Tormentor's Helm. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to the defending player with equipped cost of 1. And then with our other mana, we'll play a Helm of the Gods. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control. And I'll pass the turn.
Draw for turn. I'll play a Mountain And I'm gonna play a Plarg, Dean of Chaos.
Very cool. Love that card.
This is a 2/2 for 2. I can
Ridiculous name.
discard a card to draw a card. That's partly why I thought this was an okay hand. I can sort of shuffle through a few cards. I can reveal cards until I get a non-land card of mana value 3 or less, and then I can cast it for free. I'll be done after that.
I will go ahead and draw a card, and this hand becomes much better.
Oh.
I will play the card I just drew, a command tower.
Nice.
Nice.
And
Love it.
then I'll tap the 2 and play an arcane signet and pass the turn.
Very nice. Draw. I'll play Watery Grave and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. All right, we'll go ahead and pay 2 mana for a Gold Vein pick. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, you make a treasure. Then I'll play a Selesnya Sanctuary, bouncing this Temple of Plenty and passing the turn.
Draw a card. Before I play this mountain, I'm going to tap Plarg to discard a Annex and Cymede and draw a card. I will play this tapped Needle Spires instead. And then I will play a Dreadhorde Arcanist. So it's a 1/3 trample. When it attacks, I can cast an instant or sorcery that has less than or equal to power to it, and then you exile it. I'll pass turn after that.
I'll draw a card and play an island. Do I set up for a future turn? It feels like early turns are good for that, so I might as well. Let's go ahead and play Molten Echoes, naming pirates. Whenever a non-token pirate enters the battlefield under my control, I make a token copy and gains haste. Good with ninjas, turns out. Go ahead.
Draw. I'm going to play Savannah, and then I'm going to cast Brina, the Demagogue.
Oh, that was
Good
good.
card, good card.
Yeah.
So if anybody attacks one of my opponents, and if that opponent has more life than somebody else, as long as he didn't attack the person who's my opponent has the least life, then that player draws a card and gets 2+1 counters on creature you control. Although I think in this case you can't. It doesn't work for anybody because they're all at 40, right?
Yeah, and someone has to do first
Oh.
blood. Yeah.
Terrible. Okay, pass turn.
Draw. Oh, we do look at that card. All right, I shall pay 3 for Siona, Captain of Pyleus. She's going to ETB, and I'm going to be able to look at the top 7 and reveal an aura from among them and put it into my hand. I will get this Spirit Mantle and put it into my hand and pass the turn. Sorry, I'll play a land and then I'll pass.
Okay, sorry. I will untap and draw. Discard a card. It's going to be an Akroan Crusader. And then I'll draw a card. I'll play a mountain as land for turn. I'm going to play a Vanguard of Brimaz. This is a 2/2 Vigilance with Heroic. When I cast a spell that targets it, I get a 1/1 Vigilance creature. And I'm also going to play a Swiftfoot Boots. And that'll be it.
Untap, draw a card, and I will play Unclaimed Territory, naming pirates. Let's start the ball a rolling, shall we? I will tap 3 and play Slippery Scoundrel. Slippery Scoundrel will enter the battlefield, and I will make a token copy of Slippery Scoundrel.
All right, so far not scary.
Not too
Fine.
bad. Nothing too bad. It's just a 2/2. But then I will go to combat.
I like to hear that.
I defy you to trade with Siona, Captain of the Pyleus. I will go to combat at Sage with the 2/2 Slippery Scoundrel with haste.
Yeah, no, I am blocking.
You ain't blocking? You should have, because that's not Slippery Scoundrel. That's Yuriko.
No, I'll take it.
All
I'll
right.
take 1 then, and then
Sounds good.
Whatever's on top of your deck.
Flip the top. It's a land. Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Dodge.
There we
Love
go.
to see it.
Frostbite Snarl.
Okay, cool.
Is that the end of your turn?
My
there?
turn is over. Yep, go ahead.
Oh yeah, here we go. Marsh Flats. I guess I should attack, right? Because I get to do stuff when I attack. Keith, I'm coming for you. You did some cool stuff there, so I'm attacking with Brina. She's got
All
flying.
right. You draw a card and get 2 1/1 counters on Brina, right?
Heck yeah, I'm doing that. I'm drawing the card.
Cool.
get the counters. And I think my turn is just like done. Go ahead.
Nice.
Cool. All right, we shall untap, upkeep, and draw. All right, we are gonna give Siona a Gold Vein pick, a Helm of the Gods, and a Tormentor's Helm. Does anyone want to
Sheesh.
respond to any of those?
I cannot.
Don't touch me.
All right, so she's got +2/+2. Whenever she deals combat damage, she makes a treasure, and if she becomes blocked, defending player takes 1. And then we'll go to combat and we'll send it at...
If you attack Carlos, you draw a card.
Yeah.
You know what? Brina gets out of control real quick. We're gonna send Siona at Ben for 4.
You don't draw a
Smart
card.
move. I
That's
agree.
fine. We don't even need cards. And so when she'll do combat damage.
Where we're going, we don't need cards.
I need cards.
And then I'll play this Temple of Plenty Scry 1. I'll leave that on top and pass.
Untap. Draw. All right, well, since you didn't attack me, maybe I'll just send 1 at you instead of 2 to
Alright.
draw a card. You'll get 2 counters, Ben.
I mean, might as well hit me. It's fine.
All
I ain't
right,
mad- I ain't
all
gonna
right.
be mad about it.
I'll hit you for 2 vigilance. It's not that much more damage. So draw for Brina.
Brina.
I'll then Plarg again.
Blarg.
I gotta discard first. I'm discarding.
Does anybody else get the vibe that Plarg is like a Pokemon and only says Plarg?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
for sure.
100%.
He does. He probably. Yeah, he's only.
It's like fire and poison type, and it's kind of blob, and he goes, "Blarg."
Yeah, some of the Pokemon get like humanoid looking, you know? I'm discarding Telonius Summoner to draw a card. There we go. Got into a land. All these mountains, though. I will then, Casting Feather.
I need a weapon.
And attempting to equip her with Swiffa Boots. I will then pass turn.
Draw a card for the turn, and hey, real quick, totally inconspicuous question. Anybody got any instants or sorceries in the graveyard?
No,
I
I'm gonna
wish.
sack Marsh Flats right now at the same time though.
Okay.
Nope, just 3 creatures.
Cool. I'll play a Tainted Peak, which is not currently turned on. I'll tap the Tainted Peak and a Mountain for Direfleet Daredevil with the enter the battlefield effect going off for Molten Echoes. I get a little 2/1 first strike. That's all that matters right now. But I now have the City's Blessing. So Slippery Scoundrel has hexproof and cannot be blocked.
I love the City's Blessing.
I am now #blessed. I'll go to combat. Might as well, right? I'll go to combat and I will attack with the token copy that is going to die. That will go at Shields Down Ben, I think would be the best choice there. And then in order for me to grab some of that sweet, sweet Brina cash, I think I'll attack Carlos with my unblockable Scoundrel. You do get some counters.
2 damage.
How much? 2 damage, or is that actually a ninja in disguise?
So it would be 2 damage, but that's actually Nashi Moon Sage.
Ooh.
Oh,
Sage's
yeah!
Ooh.
I
So
love
you
that
don't-
guy.
So you don't get the top card of your library anyways, Sage? I'm sorry.
Dang.
Okay. Hold
Okay.
up. We're gonna crack this for a red, and I'm gonna cast Chaos Warp targeting Nashi
Ooh.
and Sage's Scion.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. I
They
will
really
go
want the
ahead
top
and-
card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get A top cards. Oh.
Yeah, they really do. Let's see what happens. I forgot to draw a card during attacks for Brina. Mess.
Like, have you shuffled yet?
I have shuffled. I'm so sorry.
Then yeah, just draw and then Chaos Warp.
So-
So shuffle, and then you'll draw the
I'll
top
shuffle.
card, and then you'll reveal the next card.
If it's Nashi, then time will implode on itself and
Yeah.
reality will collapse. I will flip the top card of my library now. 3, 2, 1, and it's an Ash Barrens. Hey, land.
No, you drew that one? That's fine. That one
sorry.
can be for the Chaos, and then draw the next one.
All right, I'll draw this card. It is definitely not Nashi. So yeah, combat damage resolves, and you just take 2 kingdoms, Carlos.
Alrighty.
Done.
End of turn, I'm going to cast Vampiric Tutor. While I was searching for the land, I prepped this. I put it on the bottom of my deck because I knew I was going to cast it. I'm going to put this card on top of my deck. I shuffled the rest.
Okay.
It's my turn. Yay! So I'm going to... Oh, I got to take 2, right? So I draw... Oh, look at that. It's Temporal Mastery. So I get to take an extra turn after. And then I get to play a land. I'm going to play Tropical Islands.
Oh.
All right, so I'm going to attack... Oh, I keep. Coming at you
I
for
deserve
7. Now it's 9. And I draw.
Now
I
I'm gonna be taking that hit on that second turn for sure.
I like drawing cards. Okay, so I'm gonna end my turn, and then it's my turn again. I'll draw. Play Misty Rainforest. All right, I'm just gonna cast my commander and pass turn.
And your bridge, I should know this, but the bridge does...
At the beginning of my turn, I'm going to reveal cards until I hit a creature or planeswalker, and then it just goes into play. Nice. So I'm just going to get a free creature or planeswalker every turn. But this is
nice.
All right, we're going to play the card that I really, really wanted on the top of my library, and that's a Smothering Tithe.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense. Which is the bigger enchantment threat right now? It's hard to say, right? Hard to say.
It's not that hard to say. I don't know what you're talking about.
And then as my land for turn, I'll play an Opal Palace. Go ahead.
All right, thanks for passing the turn. I don't know why I'm saying thanks.
I'm going to Misty Rain first.
Draw for turn.
Would you like to pay 2?
Oh, no. What
Here
kind of life are we in now?
No.
I do not want to pay 2. I do not.
All right.
I will play a Plains as land for turn.
I got Raugrin Triome. Raugrin?
Listen, if you don't pay for your treasure, you can hit me for
All
that
right.
card.
I'll do it.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're not going to block Sage, though?
No, that's fine.
All right, I'll hit for 2.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take 2.
And you
Green
get
is
it,
bigger.
and I won't pay.
And I'll get another treasure.
This was good for 3 of us. That feels good to me.
Well, and Keith doesn't get hit, which is also great.
Yeah. I'm going to pass the turn at that point, actually.
Untap, no upkeep triggers, right? Yeah, we're good. Okay, draw a card for the turn. I choose to pay the 2.
Okay.
Look at you,
will
responsible
pay.
citizen. Wow.
I'll play Darkwater Catacombs, and then I'm going to go to combat. I am attacking Sage with the Direfleet Daredevil, and I am attacking Ben with the Slippery Scoundrel. I do trigger Brina, as far as I understand her, because I have less life than Sage, right?
Correct.
All right, I can't block Slippery Scoundrel, correct?
Correct. It's unblockable and hexproof.
All right, I'm going to take 2.
So it's just the 2 coming at you, and I draw a card this time. I'm going to remember. Here we go. I can do stuff.
Are you paying 2?
I am nothing if not easily swayed.
There we go. Wow.
I'll pay the 2.
That's fine.
Dude.
I will declare her as a blocker in front of that Direfleet Daredevil.
Didn't you say that you were going to be taking the 2?
I did.
No,
I said I was
we didn't
gonna-
get it. We didn't get the blockers yet. You just did your attack triggers.
Oh. No, you're good. You're good. You're fine. You take 2 from Throat Slitter instead.
Destroy target that's fine. I don't have any non-black creatures. Okay, so I take 2. I'm sorry.
But I do get a Yuriko trigger, so I will
It is a
go
ninja,
ahead and
yeah.
go through that.
You will-
that
oh, yeah,
Yuriko
yeah.
It's not
trigger.
drying either. Yeah.
So I'll reveal the top card of my library. It's
Oh, sad.
It's a Dismal Backwater.
And then-
No. How about at the end of combat, before I go to my second main phase, I will ninjutsu the Throat Slitter back into my hand and put the Mistblade Shinobi out instead.
Direfleet Daredevil, yes.
Is dead. I'm done now.
Okay, end of turn I actually have. I'm going to cast Shelter on Vanguard of Brimaz. So it'll trigger Vanguard of Brimaz. I'll get a 1/1 cat token with Vigilance. And it'll trigger Feather, and this will exile. And it'll get protection from black, and I'll draw a card. And I will not pay.
You're the person who doesn't pay.
I am not. I don't pay.
Yep.
And then I pass to my end step, getting Shelter back in the hand. Sorry, yeah, the end step. I apologize.
Oh.
I think it's your turn, Ben.
Oh, great. Exciting. Untap. Upkeep. I'm going to do the Prismatic Bridge trigger. Here we go. So I'm going to reveal cards until I see a creature or planeswalker card. Oh, that is some... Wow. Thank
Oh, it's
you.
modular.
It's a 0/0.
It's a 0/0 creature. It's got
Oh.
Sunburn. This is a disaster. Okay, well, now it's my turn. I'm going to draw a card. I'll play Niv Mizzet Reborn. So,
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
I look at the top 10 cards. For every color pair, I get a
Love that card.
9. Hey!
Oh, you got one. You got
We
one.
got one.
And it's a good one.
Okay, so I have 1 mana untapped. I'm just gonna play Corrosive Verge and time to attack. So I'll attack you, Sage. I'll draw a card and get a treasure token. So I'm not gonna pay. So
Okay. 14?
13 there.
13.
Sheesh.
I passed the
Ouch.
turn.
Yeah, I was thinking
sorry.
about if I wanted to...
Or in your second main, I will do the thing again.
All right, and then I'll make another treasure?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, we will untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a High Market as my land for turn. We'll play 1, 2, 3. I'll play the Starnheim Courser, a 2/2 flyer, artifact and enchantment spells I cast cost 1 less to cast. And then we'll go to combat. We're just gonna send Siona at Carlos, just a 4/4.
I can
and
make my stuff protection. I mean, you know, I have the shelter.
I don't really care, honestly. I just want to draw a card so that I can deal with Brina. In response to my draw trigger, I'm going to pay 1 and cast Enlighten Tutor, and I'm going to put Banishing Light on top of my deck.
You're doing some real good work over there. Maybe I'll do some goodwill, and I'll just block with a 1/1.
That's fine. You'll take 1. Second main phase. 2, we'll cast Banishing Light, targeting Brina. So when Banishing Light ETBs, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Banishing Light leaves the battlefield.
Oh, okay, so she comes back when
Yeah.
the light goes away.
She won't have any counters or anything,
That's
but
like
she'll
not
come
as
back.
Terrible as I imagined. Okay, Brina's gone.
And then I will pass turn.
Okay, at the end of your second main, I'll shelter again. I cannot pay.
Wow.
Draw, and then I will discard a card to draw with Plarg, so you can have another treasure.
What's that card you discarded?
Fabled Passage. And I'll untap, I'll draw for turn. I won't pay. Play Plains. I'm going to cast my all-star here, Monastery Mentor.
Hey.
Nice, love that card.
All right, I'm going to Crimson Wisps, my Monastery Mentor. So that'll be exiled. Till end of turn, I draw a card. I get a 1/1 white monk creature with prowess.
I'll make a treasure.
+1/+1 till end of turn. Yeah, I'll send the Mentor at Keith. It's a 3/3.
All right, I'll take it.
I'll send the 2/2 Vigilance at you, Sage.
I am not blocking.
And then I will
took it.
go to my end step and get back Crimson Wisps. I will discard Accelerate. And that's it.
All right, let's go ahead and untap and draw a card. I get to look at
Me
the card
too.
before I choose. So
You sure do.
So I play a Dismal Backwater and I gain a life. And then I will blue to black and I'll play Cover of Darkness. Cover of Darkness will name ninjas. And all ninjas, all creatures of the chosen type across the battlefield now have fear. Oh, right. Unclaimed territory taps for any color for pirates. Cool. Slippery Scoundrel. That will trigger Molten Echoes. All right. I'm going to go to combat. Sage, I think you need...
I need 19 life!
I'm only hitting you with a 1/1, right? Carlos will get it both. You've convinced me, Sage. You're only at 19 and Carlos is at 37.
That was an incredibly convincing what?
That was a convincing what?
Carlos, everything is coming at you, including the Slippery Scoundrel, which is not actually a Slippery Scoundrel anymore.
Well, I cannot block through fear and or unblockable.
The Scoundrel token becomes a Throat Slitter instead. On combat damage, I have got a bunch of triggers. I've got 3 Yuriko triggers, I've got a Throat Slitter trigger, and I've got a Mistblade Shinobi trigger.
Wait, how do you have 3 Yuriko triggers?
This is
'cause
whenever
it's for
any
each ninja.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yuriko's busted. Yeah.
You're taking 4 damage
Okay.
up front on combat.
Okay.
And then Mistblade Shinobi is going to target Monastery Mentor.
Okay.
Throat Slitter is going to target Monastery Mentor with the intent that the Throat Slitter trigger resolves first. Yeah, I'm banking on Shelter, but knowing that you can only choose one color. So targeting with both in the hopes that I can just use up some of your mana one way or another. And then the 3 Yuriko triggers after that resolves. The Throat Slitter trigger will happen first.
Okay, so I will play Acrobatic Maneuver on the Monastery Mentor.
Oh.
It's a new, effectively, creature, so the thing will
You're right.
happen.
Right.
And
It's valiant.
was.
Try.
I tried.
I liked it.
I tried.
I will make a treasure.
Yes, I draw a card from Acrobatic Maneuver. The other one will fizzle, and then Yuriko triggers.
All right, let's flip. First one is a land, just a swamp. Second one, Moon Circuit Hacker, take 2, everybody. Third one, hey, there we go, Port Razor, take 5. I definitely want to make sure everyone knows that I can do some silly things next turn if I survive. Speaking of which, I am completely tapped out and have 1 untapped creature. Pass the turn.
Wonderful. I will untap. I'm going to trigger Prismatic Bridge. Here we go. Big money, big money, big money. Vindicate's not a creature. Terminate's not a creature.
Wow.
It's not what the?
These are the best flips I've ever seen.
What's amazing is
Unbelievable.
I think all of those cards would have worked for Niv Mizzet Reborn too.
That's true. Except for Harmonize, yeah.
What's better, wiping the board or killing one thing on Keith's board?
Honestly, with the engine that Carlos has going with Feather combined with Yuriko and all these unblockables, like wiping the board is absolutely the best bet because you're only set back a few creatures.
Okay, hold on. Wait, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack you, Keith, with Niv Mizzet for 8.
Fair. I'll take it.
Then I'm gonna play Wrath of God.
I'm gonna Plarg, but I'm not gonna do anything. I don't have any mana.
I'm gonna sack Safi so that when Niv Mizzet goes to the graveyard, it comes back. And
look at that tempo swing. So good.
Does that trigger the reveal again?
It sure does.
I do.
Let's see what happens this time.
That's so good.
I'm drawing a card, Sage.
Yay, treasure.
All right, here we go. 10 cards. Karametra triggers.
There you go.
Crewfix, God of Horizons. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trexamundars, 8. These
3 cards is pretty good.
Play Edric Spymaster of Trest just to get more. Just to get more land
Jeez.
cards. And
Hey, I like that.
There's no more Southern Tide complaining.
Untap. Upkeep.
Why is that?
Draw.
We're in the same league. I have to discard another card.
No, I just mean that Edric makes more Tide counters, or treasure
Oh,
counters.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I discard Animate Dead.
You can just reanimate what you're discarding.
You're 100% right. I'll discard Molten Primordial. That seems better.
All right, we're gonna untap, upkeep, draw. Then we're gonna pay 3 mana for my commander.
Debut of Marath.
And then we're gonna pay 1, give it a pick, pay 1, give it a helm, pay 1, give it another helm. We're wearing hats on hats on hats. With Opal Palace, if you all don't mind, I'll tap.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
I'll sack a treasure. So it'd have 4 counters.
I just love the idea of a giant glowing moose wearing 2 hats. Just 2 hats hanging off
one
of
on
its
each horn.
antlers with a pickaxe in its mouth.
100%. Yeah, like helm, other helm, axe in the mouth. 3 down to 8 treasures. I'll cast a Loxodon Warhammer.
Whoa!
And then we're gonna give it not only a pick, but a hammer to this elemental moose beast. We're just gonna pass the heckin' turn, and I'm F6, and I can calculate Marath's power momentarily.
Let's reset. Let's untap. Draw a card. Not paying. I'm gonna play a Sun Titan. And I will give it haste and equip it with Swiftfoot boots.
Are you gonna get something back?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I gotta get some. Seems like I get a Monastery Mentor, and then I'll attack with Sun Titan. Sending 6 vigilance at you, Keith. I'll trigger Sun Titan again, and I'm gonna get a. All right, Plarg will be in play, and then I'll deal 6 to you and draw a card from Edric.
Alrighty.
Land, baby. Yeah, it's a land.
So good. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And you get a treasure.
For your turn.
Oh yeah, two treasures on my turn. Yep. I'll go to Man Step and discard Arcane Signet, and that's it.
I'll draw a card.
Well, hold on. They don't have blockers.
Do you pay?
I will not pay it. My deepest, sincerest apologies to Ben.
Oh.
Let me play a land first. Pay 5 mana, and I'll play a Rishadan Brigand, which will get doubled from Molten Echoes. Rishadan Brigand is from Mercadian Masks. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a permanent unless they pay 3 mana.
That's effed.
And
So
it happens twice.
Well, I'm sacking Edric, so
fair.
Nobody draws cards.
I'm gonna sack 2 treasures.
I'll sack these 2 Sun Titan fodder things.
I gotta decide if I want to sack Niv Mizzet or a land. I feel like I gotta sack Niv Mizzet.
Or Animate Dead. Yeah.
There you go.
Admiral Beckett Brass. And then I'll go to combat. I will attack with a 4/3 at Ben. It doesn't matter. You're only taking 2. I'm ninjutsuing out the haste one, the token, and getting a Moon Circuit Hacker instead of my
so you
last
draw a
mana.
card.
So I'll just draw a card. And then I'll pass the turn.
And I'll make treasure.
All right, here we go. Untap. Upkeep Prismatic Bridge says Luminant Primordial. Finally,
Ooh.
something.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Finally.
Wow.
So let's see. I sorts the Plowshare as 3 things, right? So
One per
why don't we
opponent.
blow up
Can't choose mine. What?
Oh boy. I think I blew up the commander, right? Admiral Beckett. Okay, I hit Beckett Brass. Can't hit yours? I can't hit Sun Titan? Because
It's hexproof, yeah.
I will gain 11.
Oh, lucky you. All right, now I draw for my turn.
Do you pay 2?
No, I don't. I'll play Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Pay 1 into Opal Palace. So 5. Cast Marath will enter with 5 1/1 counters. Sorry, so that makes it 7.
Yeah.
Ooh, spicy.
We'll go all but down to the one last treasure. Going to equip all of these.
It's a big moose.
And then we'll pass the turn.
Untap draw. All right, I will play Balefire Liege. It's a 2/4. It gives my other red creatures +1/+1. My other white creatures +1/+1. And when I cast a red spell, I can do Lightning Bolt the player. When I cast a white spell, I gain 3 life. I will then attack with Sun Titan. Send a 7/7 Sun Titan at you with Vigilance.
I block a lot.
You are blocking. Okay.
I block so much.
Okay. Your wish has been manifested. You manifested that. I'll pass the turn.
Alrighty. Can our valiant hero get out of this? 1 Moon Circuit hacker on the board.
With fear.
No fear. It's an. Oh yeah, no, it's a ninja. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Ninjas.
I forgot that one's ninjas. Okay, I'll play a Frostboil Snarl. I will reveal a Sunken Hollow as it enters the battlefield, so it comes in untapped. And then I will pay 4 mana for Sneak Attack.
Oh my goodness. So that works with that enchantment you've got there, right?
I guess I do need to get some card draw in, so I'll just attack with Moon Circuit Hacker and go at Carlos at the most life.
It's a 2/2.
With fear. 2/1 with fear, yeah. So take 2.
This is a draw and discard, yeah?
Yeah, draw and discard since it came. Then I will discard the Sunken Hollow that I just revealed.
Did you pay 2 for that draw?
No, go ahead. Let's go ahead and cast my command and pass the turn.
Here we go. At the end of the turn, I'm gonna Corrosive Verge. All right, Datha, Ketria. Starting my turn, untap, upkeep triggers, Prismatic Bridge. Here we go. Consecrated Sphinx.
Wow.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Okay, now I draw turn.
You got a hit. You finally got a good hit.
Yeah.
Would you like to pay 2?
No.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm gonna play Karametra, God of Heavens. She does not have devotion. Whenever I play a creature, I get a force or planes and put it into the battlefield tapped. Declare my attack step. Yeah, I think I'll come for Carlos here. This guy has fear.
Yep.
So I take you for 1, Carlos. I draw a card. I do not pay.
Nice.
Okay, in that case, I'm just going to play Hallowed Fountain and pass the turn.
Upkeep, draw. Draw my card for turn. Would you like to draw your 2?
I did already, yeah, sorry.
Would you like to pay for either of them?
No.
I'll go to 7.
One of us.
I will spend 2 green for a Mind Stone. Spend 1 and crack my Mind Stone for a card.
Oh, yeah, I draw 2. Hey.
I'm going to cast a Spirit Mantle on Marath. So it's going to get +1/+1 and have protection from creatures.
Wow.
So we've got a 16/12 commander. Trample, lifelink, protection from creatures. When it deals combat damage, I get a treasure. If it becomes blocked, or when it becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to a defending player. I would like to go to combat.
I have to try this, so I'm gonna just try and tap it. I'm gonna turn it into a white creature and tap it, and I gain 3 life, and I get a 1/1, and I draw a card, and I don't pay, and you get a draw 2, Ben.
Up to 12 treasures. Okay, we'll go to second main. I'm going to sack a treasure, remove a counter, and point 1 damage at the Consecrated Sphinx. I'm going to do that 5 more times.
Consecrated Sphinx, I believe, just dies.
Remove the last counter that's on it, and we'll make an elemental. Tap the high market, and sacrifice Marath, and gain a life. I will pay 1, 2, 3, and we'll give this 1/1 elemental. It locks it on Warhammer, and pass the turn.
Ink the end of turn. Cast Valorous Stance on your creature there, Ben. Destroys
What does that do?
a creature with toughness 4 or greater.
So you're going to hit Luminate Primordial, is that right?
Yeah, yep.
All right. Destroyed.
We'll get a second monk and gain 3 life. Draw a card. I'm not paying. We're going to cast Mavinda Student's Acolyte.
Oh, hello.
It is a 2/3 flyer. I can pay 0 and cast an instant or sorcery card
Oh, that card's
from my
cool.
graveyard.
Great.
If it targets one of my creatures. If it doesn't, I have to pay 8 plus if it targets yours. So I gain 3 more life from Mavinda. All right, I think I'm ready for combat. Let's double check. I think I declare my attackers and then Sun Titan triggers. So I will send Sun Titan at Ben.
Knew it. I knew it.
I think I'm sending it all at you, Ben. With that, I'm going to trigger Sun Titan.
What's the attack and toughness of all these yahoos?
Potentially be bigger just because they have prowess, but I am going to throw in
Prowess too.
Annex and Siamede. Prowess says whenever I cast a non-creature spell, the creatures with prowess get +1/+1 till end of turn. And then I did just put Annex and Siamede in. Just says whenever I cast a spell that targets them, creatures I control get +1/+1 and trample till end of turn.
Tell me how much damage coming my way.
Currently, it is, I think it's 16 right now. Let's wait.
All right. Is that it, or is there gonna be more stuff happening?
Well, maybe after blockers are declared.
I have no blockers.
No blockers.
I don't have
Okay.
any blockers.
Okay. I'm going to Crimson Wisps, Annex, and Siamede. It'll do a few things. So Crimson Wisp, though, will trigger Balefire Liege, Annex, and Siamede, and Monastery Mentor. It'll go to 22 damage total. So I'm going to send 3 of the damage at Keith with the Balefire Liege.
Do you pay 2 when you draw a card?
I do not.
In response to the attack, I'll path to exile your guy that's buffing
The mentor? The Balefire. Yeah. That's a good target. Yeah, I'll shelter it.
Yeah. GG.
I will make another treasure.
Yeah, I'll draw. I'll gain 3 life.
I didn't have any.
You didn't have anything? Out of the 13 cards? No?
Yeah, I know. I had,
dang it.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Well, then I made
had some
maybe the
lands.
wrong choice. Yeah, I'll get another.
It's all good.
Another
I could have hit something really good off Prismatic Bridge.
Yeah, I was mainly afraid of just all the stuff you had. And
So,
I will play Forbidden Watch Tower as my land for turn and pass the turn.
Well, I'll draw a card for the turn.
Would you like to pay for that?
No. I will begin by...
Sounds like I made the wrong choice there, Ben.
I will tap for a red, and I will sneak attack Port Razor out. Sneak attacking Port Razor will make a copy of Port Razor because of Molten Echoes. Then, sneak attack Warkite Marauder out. Warkite Marauder is a 2/1 for 2 mana with flying, and whenever it attacks, target creature defending player controls loses all abilities and has base power and toughness 0/1 until end of turn. Then cast Spectral Sailor. By the way, Warkite Marauder also gets a token. Spectral Sailor has a token copy with haste as well. Then I will go to combat. I will attack Sage with both Port Razors. And I will attack Carlos with both Warkite Marauders and the Spectral Sailor that has haste, and with the Moon Circuit Hacker that has fear. I am targeting the Balefire Liege and Mavinda with the 2 different attack triggers on the Marauder.
Then I will do this. The one targeting Mavinda, I will shelter.
It gains protection from blue?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll draw, and I won't pay.
Do you declare any blockers?
Yeah, I'll block the real 2/1 dude that loses abilities.
Real Warkite Marauder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Throw my 4/1 in front of the Port Razor, the real Port Razor.
the rest can't be blocked, right? Or they can be.
So the hacker can't be blocked, and the rest all have flying, so you can only block 1.
Okay.
Combat damage happens, and I have a couple of triggers on the stack. I'm going to put Moon Circuit Hacker on the top of the stack with the 2 Port Razor triggers underneath it, so that Moon Circuit Hacker triggers. I will draw a card and discard a card.
Do you pay for the treasure?
No. Oh, I have to discard this. That hurts. Malcolm Keen-Eyed Navigator. I will tap a swamp after combat damage is declared. So in the post-damage cleanup.
So
I'm going to
your pirate dies and the elemental dies?
The non-token pirate dies.
Sages.
The elemental token. Sorry. So post-combat, with the triggers from Port Razor on the stack, I'll ninjutsu Moon Circuit Hacker after combat to get silver for master, and then I'll pay a blue and a blue to get to ninjutsu using Moon Circuit Hacker's cheaper ability to ninjutsu the Port Razor back to my hand, the non-token one.
That one was blocked. So you
Can't
have
ninjutsu that one. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm silly goose. That's totally fair. That hurts. Now, everything still untaps, and I get another combat phase. Then I go to combat again, and I have 2 combats after this. So then I attack with the Hasted Spectral Sailor and the Warkite Marauder, both Port Razors, which can only attack Carlos.
So all of it's coming to me.
Yes. No, I only have 1 extra combat because of the block. So attack trigger, I'm going to target the Mavinda's useless at this point. I'll target NX and Psybeam.
Yeah, I'll block the biggest blue damage with Mavinda, and then I block the token Port Razor with a token Monk, and the other real Port Razor with Sun Titan.
All right. Just the Spectral Sailor goes in. So it'll be 3
Oh, I took damage earlier though, right? What damage did I take earlier?
You did. You ended up taking 7 damage.
So I am at 30.
Before combat damage this time around, I will ninjutsu the token Spectral Sailor to just get the Moon Circuit Hacker again. Yeah, you take 3 because Silver for Master makes it bigger. Yeah, that's everything. All my stuff dies. I couldn't get through like I had hoped. But I do draw a card from Moon Circuit Hacker, and the non-token Port Razor dies. I do still have a token one that's going to die. I have drawn a card, so I will go to post-combat. Carlos, I would like to have...
Balefire Leech?
I'll take Balefire Leech.
Yeah, that's smart.
All right, I'm done.
All right. Keep draw. We'll play Command Tower. Marath is going to enter with 10 counters.
Oh, baby.
Go down to 4 treasures. We'll equip all of these things. Starting first with the Loxodon Warhammer. We'll pass the turn.
Draw for turn. I'm not paying.
Marath is a 17-14.
All right, I will replay other and attack. I'm going to send 2 flying at your face, Sage. And the rest of these are going at you, Keith.
Well, I can't sneak attack out of land, so I die.
And
is it actually Sage? Are you more afraid of the Monastery Mentor or the Sun Titan?
The Sun Titan.
I'll block Sun Titan with everything.
Sorry, I do have to trigger Sun Titan, and I'll get a Fabled Passage. Everything's blocked on Sun Titan. You're not blocking this one, right, Sage?
Correct.
I'm going to activate Mavinda, giving Mavinda +1/+0 and first strike for 1 white.
Okay.
Yeah, I target Annex and it'll be 3. So it's 3 damage, and then everything gets pumped. This will see Feather, and they'll both trigger, and I'll stack it so that Feather exiles it versus the Mavinda exile.
Nice.
I'll draw a card.
TP.
Do not. I'm going to Acrobatic Maneuver Sun Titan. Get 2 dudes and draw a card, and then Sun Titan will come back, not with Slowfoot Boots. It'll live through I guess in response to the Sun Titan trigger, I'll Fabled Passage, if that's okay. I'll just do it twice real fast to get plains and a mountain, and then I think that is all. So you'll take 3 damage, Sage, and I might just die to that. I get my Balefire Liege back, at least. I'll play a Rugged Prairie as land for turn. Get these 2 back. Discard a Castle of Ardenvale, Balduvian Rage. And that's all.
And what's coming back to your hand at the beginning of your end step?
Yep, sorry. I took them back, but they are Defiant Strike and Acrobatic Maneuver.
Draw. I'm going to pay 2 mana for an All That Glitters on Marath. So it's going to get +1/+1 for each artifact and enchantment I control.
Nice.
10, 11, 12.
Oh,
13,
because of the
14.
treasures. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be +14 +14, so it'll make it a 31-28.
Whew.
It's the hard part of combat. So you're just like, who do I kill? And then it's not enough.
Boy, do I know it.
Here.
Okay, we're going to go to combat. All right, I'm going to send my 31-28 at you.
And do we live dangerously? Do I just do 7 + 4 is 11? You're gonna gain a freaking 10 load of life though. Before blocks, I'm going to cast Acrobatic Maneuver, and I'm gonna blink Sun Titan. So Sun Titan will come back. I'll get what's my biggest toughness? Anything? A 1/3 Dread Horde Arcanist. I then get another Monk, and this goes away, and I draw a card, and I can't pay for it. All right, so I'm going to block with 19. How big is its toughness?
29.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm blocking with 19 damage.
You'll take 13 damage then.
Yes, 13 commander damage, and these will all die.
I'll gain 32 and go to 53.
I do gain 3 life from the maneuver, so gain 3, take 13.
Yep. I will just pass the turn.
Alrighty. See if I can rally the troops here, Feather. For one last
when it does
battle.
combat damage, I get a treasure from the Gold Vein pick, and when it gets blocked, it deals 1 damage to you.
We're going to untap, draw.
Do you pay 2?
No. I don't think I did once this game, so I'm just gonna keep going for it. Play a mountain, this land's return. I'm going to give Annex and Cymede +1, +0. That'll get me a... That goes there, I draw a card, I don't pay for it. All my creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn from Annex and Cymede. So that'll be here. And then these also have prowess, so they'll get +1/+1 from that. And I'll gain 3 life. I think that Balefire Liege has kept me... I think I would be dead now if it wasn't for that. I will then pay 2 more mana. I'm going to put the Swiftfoot Boots on the Liege, actually. And then I'm going to cast Crimson Wisps from the graveyard using Mavinda, giving the Monk haste that just came in.
How big is Feather with that on the stack?
It's a 6/7.
6/7.
With Crimson Wisp on the stack, targeting Feather. I'm going to remove 7 counters and deal 7 damage to Feather.
That does 1 damage at a time or all at once?
It does it all at the same time.
Same time. Shoot. This Feather will die. This will still come back though, because Feather triggered. This Monk gets haste, so I'm going to turn him into this one. A new one comes in, and I draw a card. I do not pay for it. I deal you 3 damage with the Balefire Liege. Then I've cast 2 spells, so they have prowess 2. And then I go to combat. And I'm sending all of it your way. 3, so 33 damage.
Okay. I go to 17.
Pass the turn, getting these back. Alright, your turn.
Untap. Upkeep. I'd like to spend 3, remove 3 counters off of Marath to do 3 damage to the Monastery Mentor.
Okay.
Go to combat. I will send a 2017 at you.
Okay, here's my one play. 10 mana. Activating Mavinda for 8 mana. 8 mana +2, or Valorous Stance. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. And it gets exiled. I gain 3 life.
Okay. So it's destroy.
Oof.
In response, I'll sack it to high market to gain a life. And then I'm going to cast Beast Within, targeting Annex and Cymede.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. I don't know. Do you think that that's going to be enough for Sage to get out of this?
The lore here is very weird because Annex and Cymede have merged into a single beast with the souls of both
The lore.
human soldiers beneath them.
If there was a rules lawyer silver bordered card on the battlefield right now, I would say that could be completely countered.
And then we'll cast Marath again for 9 + 4 is 13.
13 counters is a lot, but will it be enough?
Go ahead.
No Lux
We
or
are on the
Warhammer?
edge of our
Sorry,
seats.
and I will, as my land for turn, I'll play this Gruul Turf and bounce this command tower.
My one solace is that you didn't equip the Lux and Warhammer. So
I
we'll see.
have no mana open.
Yeah. And I'm not saying you did anything wrong, but...
Oh, yeah.
Carlos absolutely losing his mind here at the Locked on Warhammer unequipped play.
I'll draw for turn. Can I pay for it?
What?
The first time. First time for everything. Alright, how are we going to do this?
Carlos deep in thought.
We're in the tank.
The same question is on the audience's lips.
We could play my biggest boy, actually. Second only, or Sun Titan's second to it.
Velomachus.
This dude is
His
legit. Yeah, legit looking too.
Carlos is hoping that a giant dragon will be able to rescue him from this dire strait. But will it be enough?
Keith, how many lands does he have untapped?
4 lands, Ben.
This is actually my favorite thing ever. We're going to...
I'm hearing back from our team down on the field right now. It is, in fact, 4 lands.
I'm sorry, you take 3 damage and I gain 3 life.
At 26 life, you definitely think he's in a commanding position of this board, but Sage, with lots of equipment and a very large moose, who knows? This could be anybody's game at this point, Ben.
Much does Carlos regret not playing any artifact removal this game?
Wow. We're attacking with everything but the liege, so that includes this vigilance commander. So that is the attacks. I will trigger Velomachus Lorehold. Whenever it attacks, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may cast an instant or sorcery with mana costs less than or equal to Velomachus's Lorehold's power. It is a 7/7 because of the liege, and then put them on the rest on the bottom. Let's hope for something game-winning in these cards. We have a Goblin Rabblemaster, Slayer's Stronghold. Oh, Fists of Flame might be it. And a Path to Exile. What? Okay, let's see here. Yeah. Path to Exile, the commander. Is that enough damage now? I gain 3 life. All my guys get prowess. So these all get +1/+1. So that should be, I think that's 18 there.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
I'm dead.
Oh.
Hold it
Okay.
out.
Wow.
Hold it out. Well done.
The bridge pulled out some powerful cards. Pirates almost comboed out. Marath was a one-shot kill with commander damage, but Feather slowly built up her army and was able to bring it home with some simple combat damage. Overall, though, that was a great game, and I had a blast. I especially want to say thank you to Keith, Sage, and Ben for coming on the show. Make sure you go follow them across the socials because they're all amazing at what they do. Thanks again to our first 100 patrons. You really are keeping the lights on here over in the kingdom and really giving us that confidence to keep making new and exciting shows. A special thank you to our Samurai patrons, Chris Crowley, David Siraj, Dr. Birdseed, Jason Garner, Jon McManus, Jordan Ritchie, Morton Christensen, Revolution Gaming, and Worthy Glover. You are all the pillars of Kingdoms. With that, thanks so much for watching and keep it nerdy.